Hello, this is GameZomatik and welcome back to the channel, and I'm back with the promised PC build video. I mentioned on my last video that I'd sort of reverted back to PC gaming, and I said I would come on and do a video about the PC I was building. So I'm just going to go through it bit by bit. This won't be a very long video, so I'll just crack on with it. So the first thing is the case, which as you can see is a Cooler Master MasterBox 5. This is the black edition. Got this case primarily because of all the different functionality within it. It's got lots of kind of maneuverability in it, if you like. So you can put drives in all different places. You can move the hard drive bays around. There's tons and tons of different ways to configure wiring and things within it. It hides the power. As you can see, the power, you'll see in a minute when I go around the side, that the power supply box is well hidden away. Loads of room here at the front for fans. You can have up to 3 fans in the front. I've just got the 2 at the moment. I've got this coloured one which feeds the processor, and this is just a front panel case fan which is blowing air over the hard drives. But yeah, a really nice sort of case. I always like a case with a window in the side of a can. I like the inside of a PC to look nice and clean, and one of the main things that drew me towards this particular case was the fact that all the wiring is hidden behind the back panel behind the motherboard. So most of it's hidden, not all of it, but the majority of it's hidden away, which I really like in a case. Well, we're on the subject of the motherboard. I went for the Asus Z170 Pro gaming motherboard. Got this for various reasons, but mainly because it's really overclockable. It's got lots of nice kind of tools that help you kind of overclock the CPU, and also you can have up to 64GB DDR4 in it, all at different kind of configurations. So it's a really versatile board with 8-channel audio as well. Processor wise, I went for the Intel Core i7-6700K. It runs at 4GHz, but it can be overclocked. I was playing around with getting another i5, but once I kind of stacked it up against my old computer, there really wasn't much difference in the i5 than the one I already had. So I decided to kind of go future-proof and go for the i7. This has got multi-threading as well, and I think as far as I remember reading when I was researching it, the i5 didn't. So this is all kind of cooled by this liquid CPU cooler, which runs in a loop system. It's the Cooler Master Seidon 120V liquid CPU cooler, and this is the first time I've had a sort of cooling system in one of my computers. I've got to say I'm really impressed with it. It seems to be running on idle around sort of 60 degrees and never gets really much higher than that, to be honest. It stays around between 60 and to 70. I think the highest I've seen it is about 65, 69, even when running a game. So I'm really impressed with this kind of cooling system that kind of sucks air through the radiator and pumps kind of water over the processor, but not water but liquid. Yeah, so I definitely recommend one of these cooling systems. As far as system memory goes, I've got 2 strips of Corsair Vengeance LPX 16GB memory, 8 gigs a strip. Really good. They're running at 3200 MHz DDR4, so it's one of the fastest memory strips you can get. At some point I'd definitely like to upgrade this by another 16 gigs, so I can get up to maybe 32 gig of the same RAM in the system. Got 2 hard drive bays down here, 1 mechanical, 1 SSD, and up the top here I've got another SSD with the operating system in, which is a Kingston 120GB. Would like a bigger one, but that probably come up later. And you can see the back of the case here, all the cables and everything. And of course, right down at the bottom here for the graphics card, I've got an MSI GeForce GTX 1060, 6GB of GDR5, 3 display ports. I mean, it's a beautiful card. It's a bit of a beast actually. It's got these really cool fans. You can see the fans on the underneath. What I really like about this card is they're not spinning at the moment. This card only kicks in when it goes over 60 degrees, which keeps the card and the system really quiet. I probably would have liked to have gone for the 1080 or the 1070, but obviously they're a hell of a lot more. The 1070 was £200 more, the 1080 again even more than that. So just ridiculous prices. And just as a footnote, this is kind of the benchmark and overclocking tool that you get with the system. And as you can see, overclock there, we're actually running at 4.6 on the processor, which is pretty good. And this is what I was saying before about the motherboard. It's got some really kind of great overclocking utilities on it. You can adjust sort of fan speeds, you can throttle the PC to a certain temperature. It's a really useful tool. And once again, the same with the software that you get with the graphics card. It's got a really useful overclocking tool on it. So you've got kind of gaming mode and overclock mode. It's all very easy to use. Or you can just do it the old fashioned way and go into the BIOS if you want to squeeze a little bit more out of the system. So there you have it, just a quick overview of my new gaming PC, which I promised that I'd put on the channel. Anyway, thank you for watching. I shall be back with another video soon. Take care of yourselves, and I'll speak to you later. Bye.